Hello everyone, winter is here, and it's that time again. Last night was episode 3 of Game of Thrones called The Queen's Justice, and we're here to talk about it once again. Say hello to Baroque.
Hello everyone.
Okay, so to start things off, the show started with Jon Snow and Daenerys Targaryen finally meeting, that epic moment and all that. Your thoughts?
Oh my goodness. Well, first off, I didn't know that's how it was going to begin. So that was a great way to start off the episode for all of them to come together. Specifically Jon Snow and Tyrion first. You know, it was good to see them meet up again. And
since season 1, episode 3.
Mm-hmm.
Or was it 4?
Maybe 4.
And I know they make it to the wall in episode 3. I just can't remember if he stays during the beginning of 4. But it doesn't matter. Yeah. Like, we're not about specifics.
So, to see them come together and to have their dialogue. And for Jon Snow to see the dragons himself.
Oh, yes.
So, it's just like...
He and Devils as well, and they're just not used to it.
So, yeah, I thought that was actually a great introduction right there.
I am glad you mentioned the dragons, though. I'm finna bring up a point in just a second. So... when Jon gets into the court and he meets Daenerys and all that, there's that big old dialogue that goes down where Daenerys is questioning where his loyalties lies, and he's questioning whether he should really just bow down to her and all that, right?
Mm-hmm.
So Jon and Devil start telling him about the Night King, about the dead, right? How that's the real battle come about, but they didn't really believe him, right? My thing is, like, if you brought 3 dragons into existence, like.
What? Yeah. What? Why do you have no reason to believe White Walkers are on the horizon? So I did think about that, and that's why I feel like towards the end of the episode, well, not the end of the episode, but their story arc, I feel as if they are starting to contemplate it, like starting to think it. Even Daenerys, when she was talking to Jon, saying like, "I did bring 3 dragons into this world, so maybe you're not really far off from White Walkers." So if that's the case. Let's build a trust. I'll give you your dragon glass. Do what you want.
She still didn't confirm that she's in good standing with him, though.
I feel as if they will towards the end. Like I didn't want them to be happy-go-lucky when they first met each other. I didn't want a little, conflict because they are both initially on the same side, but they're just not on the same page. It's like when
but at the same time, it'd be so much easier if they were. I mean, like, come on, your aunt and nephew, get along. Come on.
They don't know. I know they don't know that. It's like when the Avengers first came together. We know they're all on the same side, but we knew they were going to have conflict first and foremost, and then towards the end they all came together and banded.
Well, let me just say, I didn't think they was going to have conflict when they first came together. Cause I'm just thinking like y'all not supposed to be egotistical and all that if y'all trying to work together. But when it's all said and done, it's a stepping stone. Yes. Now they can mount the dragon glass and go against the White Walkers. Now. To King's Landing, where Euron Greyjoy has delivered Yara and Elia Sand the gift he was giving to Cersei, and Cersei says she'll marry him now and all that good jazz. Your thoughts on that scene?
You talking about before or after the torture?
It doesn't matter. I'm talking about in King's Landing, period.
In King's Landing, when he brought Cersei, I forgot their names one time.
Brought the gift.
Okay, the gift, yeah. So when he brought the gift, I thought to myself, okay, he really wasn't playing around when he mentioned that. So he did come through with his word, and of course Cersei now, I don't believe she trusts him, quote unquote, but she has some sort of, not love. What am I? It's not love, but I don't want to say trust.
Okay, for what it's worth, she does not trust him. She is playing him. She's stringing him along like everybody else.
Okay.
She is giving him like the breadcrumbs that she needs to keep him in line until the war is won, and then she probably just gonna toss him to the side, or he will probably kill her. It's something like that.
I don't see the second part.
I don't know. Believe me, if everything doesn't work out, like when he feels like it suits him, he will kill Cersei.
I'm not saying that.
And this is also based on his character from the books.
Which is true. No, I'm not. I get that. I just don't feel that is going to happen per se. I'm not saying I don't see him doing that.
I'm saying that's the kind of man he is.
Oh, okay, then yeah. Okay. I get that.
So then she got her revenge for Marcella's death by taking Arya and her daughter Tyene, I can't remember how it's pronounced, kissing her with the poison as well and leaving her to watch her die.
What do you think about that per se? Because like when I saw that,
I know you said you was like you're not that mad at Cersei.
I can't be. It's It's like at the end of season 5, after all the shame and everything. No, season 6. Season 6. Season 5 was the shame, though.
It was, but you mean when she tied up Seta Ulena and very much like shame pouring her the wine and all that.
Mm-hmm. But when she came and got her revenge at the end of season 6, it's like, I'm not mad at her because, in a way, these people really do deserve it. In a way!
Hold on, let me just say.
In a way!
Let me just say, I have a friend named Richard who would agree with you because his thing is all like, he kind of seems that you getting your just desserts. Mm-hmm. You did this to me, so I'm doing this to you, yes? Mm-hmm. But the difference is that the reason why they did that stuff to Cersei in the first place is because she deserved it.
She did, but to me, I feel as if they went a little too far with it. And like, even like with Cersei's daughter, she did not deserve it.
Oh, I didn't say that. I wasn't talking about that. I was talking about with Olenna and the High Sparrow and all that.
Oh, you mean that 9/11 in King's Landing?
Before that, I'm saying, because you know, Cersei and all of them, they like to go above the law, and they just think themselves over everybody else. Granted, that is royalty thinking, but they just did.
That's Lannister thinking too.
But
except Tyrion.
They did.
Tyrion does not feel he's above.
Honestly, I think he did before this time.
Season 1.
Yes.
But now he's matured. In
a way. But what was I saying? I was just saying, like, they have always been terrible people that don't look out for the common folk at all. So then, therefore, what they were trying to do was trying to bring them back down to where everybody's on the same playing field, and she just wasn't having that. So that's why that happened. So now for the scene itself, it was great acting. Idaria Varma, who's the mother and all that, when she was tied up and she was crying and stuff because she saw how she's going to watch her daughter rot and die in front of her. Oh, I felt that and all.
Again, I can't be so mad at that. Like
I'm mad because I'm sick of seeing them get away with this stuff.
What, Cersei?
Yes, the Lannisters. Period. I'm sick of seeing them get away with what they wanted to do and all that. They barely suffer any setbacks.
What are you talking about? Like, sparrows took Cersei under their wing.
And then she got rid of them, so it was all for Newt.
But I hated those sparrows anyway. I hated them. I don't understand why they stayed for seasons. Not even episodes.
Huh?
They stayed for like 2 seasons.
I mean, yeah, they started in 5. That's when they were created. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they was there through 6.
They overstayed their welcome. This may sound bad, but if Joffrey was still there at that time, sparrows would have been out. And I would not have been mad at Joffrey.
If Joffrey was still alive, the sparrows wouldn't have came there in the first place.
I know, that's what I'm saying. Like, Joffrey would have actually...
I thought you were saying the sparrows would have came up and then he just would have had them all killed.
My point is, if Joffrey was there would have been no sparrows. So...
I can agree. Yeah. So then afterwards, Cersei went to her man, and you saw it go down. Yeah. And apparently she don't care anymore because then that handmaiden came in, she let her in and saw that Jaime was in her bed and she's all like, well, yeah, I need new sheets now. It's like, what? Like, really? Like, what?
I mean, what? It doesn't really matter because she's queen.
The problem is, it's all like, when there's a man who's like the leader, mm-hmm. nobody really feels like they can go against him and get away with it.
Speaking of Jaime, do you feel as if he's going to die? I don't know if we talked about this.
We haven't talked about this on the show, but we talked about this earlier today.
Yeah. What did you say?
Well, yes, I said I believe that Jaime and Cersei will die eventually in the end.
And you feel as if they're going to die together, like in their own arms?
That was my vision. Somehow they're so in love with each other that they can't live with each other, so they die with each other. I
disagree. I feel as if Jaime is going to betray Cersei in some way. In some way. It may not even be the word betray, but he will realize that what Cersei is doing is wrong. Like, he's on the wrong side.
He already knows that.
So then...
He doesn't care because he wants to be with her above anything else and anyone else. That's the only reason.
Maybe if it was Jaime from like season 1 or 2.
Nope. No.
You don't think?
No. Jaime's take with Cersei Lannister will never change. They're twins. It's like it can't change.
Oh, so that's where the eternal love comes from.
Don't say it like that.
I know, it's just it is what it is. So.
Okay, so then the Iron Bank came to Cersei for their debt, and apparently they now have a way to pay back. Get to that a little bit later. Mm-hmm. Moving on to Winterfell. Sansa's in charge, and apparently he's doing a good job ruling over them, getting them prepared for the winter.
Mm-hmm.
And then, wait, so where does she and Peter Baelish stand?
I don't think much has changed since the last time we saw. It's just one of those, Littlefinger being Littlefinger, Sansa knowing what Littlefinger is. But when he talks, you do want to hear what he has to say because it's some slimy shit that you don't know what he's saying, but it's important dialogue.
But here's what had me worried. He is biding his time. But for what? That's what has me. Biding his time.
Biding. Oh, because he feels as if like he knows he's gonna die soon or something?
No, he is brooding something. And it's like he's patiently waiting in the background, letting things go take their course before something happens. And I don't trust that.
I mean, that's the point of Littlefinger, though. We just don't know. We just gotta wait.
Brandon returned. There was that union with Big Sister, Little Brother, and this is like their first scene that we ever seen them together. But he was creepy. Now that he's a 3-eyed Raven, it's like he's devolved of all emotions. Granted, they have to be. He has a big role to play now as this supernatural being who can see all and the future and the past and all that, right? Because according to this scene, he actually saw when Sansa had her marriage consummated with Ramsay. He apologized for it. Granted, that's the right thing to do, but it kind of makes me think of, oh God, you see everything that goes down.
Hey, he's a Raven.
Ugh.
What terrible timing for Jon Snow to leave as soon as
It's not.
You don't think so?
No, because in the future, I feel like as long as they stay there and Arya gets there, when Jon returns, thank God! This reunion I've been waiting for I haven't been waiting for 6 years because, I didn't start till 2014, but you get what I'm saying.
Yeah. So.
Be a big moment that we're waiting for.
You think we'll get that this season or next?
Huh?
You think we'll get that in this season?
We better get that before the end of this season.
Okay.
If we do not get all 4 of these siblings reunited before the end of this season, I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm about to think of something crazy.
What else do we, can't forget the ending.
Almost there. One more thing before the ending.
Oh, what's up?
The Unsullied that's trapped at Castle Rock.
Grey Worm's going to die.
Well, first of all, I was going to say it was a setback because what's his name? Jamie used Robb Stark's strategy from season 1 where he got captured against them. And it's like, oh man, it's like they are one step ahead all the time. And so now what are the Unsullied going to do? Because they have no ships to get back, and unless they want to walk across the land all the way back to that long way, it's not going to happen.
Unsullied would do that though.
Huh?
Unsullied would do that though.
But at the same time, they wouldn't survive. Not with so little food, and winter's here.
Oh yeah, that's right. They still would do it.
So yeah. So Grey Worm dying.
He's gonna die.
I don't want him to, but
he's gonna die. It's not even because of what the situation is now. You just knew that from the last episode, in my opinion, when he made love to Missandei. Missandei, or Ramsay from Furious 7. But that was to me his way of saying, goodbye to everything that's around him.
But she initiated it, so maybe she was saying goodbye.
I don't see him coming back having a happily ever after with her.
Well, I don't really see too many happily ever afters in this series altogether because George R. Martin said that at the end of the story, not everybody's going to be happy and all that, and it just makes it sound so very depressing and all that. Granted, that's just not what Americans are used to.
No.
Okay, so now we come to the infamous last scene that you were speaking of, where Jaime took the Lannisters' army along with Samwell's father's army to take Highgarden. Grandmother Olenna Tyrell, Queen of Thorns, she had this amazing ending scene that all of us were all like, oh snap, mic drop.
Nah, not even a mic drop, the cup drop, like, by the way, what's the words?
Huh?
What's the words? He was like, good.
I would have hated to die the same way your son did. I didn't know how the strangle would be beforehand. Tell Cersei it was me.
That's how she should have done it. With the poison that she knew she just drank.
Yes. Once again, I think it was Essence and Nightshade, which is if you remember back in season 2, she was going to give it to Tommen when she felt like he was going to die. It's supposed to be a peaceful way to die. There's no confirmation, but that's just what I think it was. And now we close the curtain on the last Tyrell in the show, and what a great actress, Diana Riggs. You did your thing. That character was awesome from beginning to end. Game of Thrones will never be the same without you.
So now, how many episodes do we have left?
We have 4 episodes left now this season. Y'all just say now.
That means we have 10 episodes in general.
Huh?
So that means that we have 10 episodes left altogether, right?
That's what it appears to be. We're supposed to have 7 this season and 6 next season. But we still don't have confirmation that we'll have 6 episodes next season. But at the end of the day, the story is coming to its epic conclusion. And I wonder how this is going to go. So overall, what another great episode. Thank you guys. This is like a gem in the making that we can't wait to see what's going down. Baroque, tell these people where they can find you.
Oh, guys, you can find me on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, Baroque Barocco, BROQE BROKO. You can look for more content on this YouTube channel. I do more than talk about Game of Thrones with Kevin. I do movie reviews, all types of things. You can also look on my mother's YouTube channel. I'm helping her create. She is talking about her favorite wines for now, but she's also going to come out with more content. I'll leave a link in the description for y'all to find that. And yeah, that's where you can find me.
He's such a mama's boy.
I can't help it. I love my mother. She watches Game of Thrones with me.
I have to admit, I wish my mother watched Game of Thrones with me too. But then again, I don't know if we want to share some of the things that happen in that show together. Anyway, y'all can find me on Facebook, Kevin Ware Jr. So thank you guys. That was it for this episode. Join us next week for the Spoilers of War, Episode 4, Season 7. Good night.